So first ball, and probably, I don't know, 15 feet.
Driver down the left side, try and fade it back into the fairway. Trouble is, it's all hilly and there's trouble everywhere. I'd be smarter to go with a 5 wood, but I'm not playing smart today. I'm gonna practice my driver since I haven't been out much. And the first hole started well, and then this strategy to this is to get it off to the left and then continue to do well. Don't screw up the round by going out of bounds or something like that. You wanna keep it at these trees that are on the left that you'll see, and then fade it off of that. And hopefully you're in the fairway. Trouble is, if you get too far, it's downhill, and if you hit it really far, you go into a lake that's roughly about 325 yards away. Gotta be careful. Waiting for a greenskeeper. It's cutting the fairway. So the most important part is to do the proper Tai Chi move. So we're staying here at the shoulder with my hand out in front, as you can see here. And then all you do, I've set up this post today. I'm sitting up on this side right here, the post from my shoulder to right there. Boom, 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 boom. So a very tight move. So dead down the middle, just how I drew it up, a fade off those trees, and it should be, took a big bounce, but should be right in the middle of the fairway, not real far away, maybe 270.
Here's that green. Unfortunately, I went a little too far with the drive. It stayed up on the hill. You can see right here on the right there. So I'm in good shape. Get to 150 yards. That way you can use your same club that way. You just used it once, so use it again. And we're gonna go with the probably 9-iron again.
Put that right next to the hole.
Just keep hitting greens. You just keep getting it in play, hitting greens. So we're just to the left of the hole. It's a long putt. I didn't hit it that well, so I probably got 30 some feet to the flag. Love par 5s because you don't have to go crazy on them. Even though I'm long, I go more conservative, stay in play. You know, I said it was 30 and it's not even close. It's probably, maybe 20, 15. So anyway, I'll have another birdie chance And that's what you want to do. Keep getting on the greens. Just play your own game. It's not about length. Let's make a putt.
Missed that putt.
Putting's a little short today. It's a little wetter than I thought, and they're slower, and I'm leaving about 2-3 inches short. Okay, so this one's 160 yards. I only have one par 5, well, 2 par 5s on this 9, but they have 3 par 3s instead of your usual. Well, actually, it's 4. 4 par 3s. So it's just wonderful for practice. I'm gonna try a 9-iron. You know what? I'm gonna change that up. I'm gonna hit an 8. 8 makes more sense. My 8's normally a 165 club. All the same. Set up the post right here. Do a Tai Chi move at the gate in the center. Boom. Hit that too far, just missed the flag stick by an inch, and now it's rolled probably off the back of the green. That's the trouble. It gets so long with this that you have to be careful because you can really stretch it out too far on certain days. Today's the day when I'm slamming irons. You know, that's why you need a spinning ball. This will give you an idea of the beauty of this place. That's why I love it so much for practice. It's great. And even though I just missed the flag stick, you're going to see that it rolled off. And not just barely rolled. In fact, I might even be on the green. You see it there, straight behind the hole. But you know, that's the way golf is. You know, that divot's going to be just in front of the flag stick, probably about 5 feet, and you know, you just blasted it, and it happens sometimes. You know, get the par. Unlikely to birdie. Get your par and get out of here. And, you know, that probably flew an additional at least 20 yards. You know, and that's the method. It's so powerful. It's straight but powerful. So I misjudged the energy a little bit going into the ball, and it flew it right by the flag, and you know, it rolled a good 20, 25 yards, you know, past is the problem. It's a 160 hole.
fact, the front of that green was so hard, there's just a little tiny indentation that I just stepped on the fence. And so it was a little harder than I thought. All the other greens have had a little moisture. So it hit right by the flag, right in the hard spot, jumped that far. Let's go.
Here's just a ridiculous par 4, tight, long, uphill, water, out of bounds.
Right down the middle, just off to the right side, so I have a tree blocking me.
Give you a shot of this hole. Water over here on the left. Old willow that's starting to fade. Got a lot of rain here. Finally hit some summer weather where it's a beautiful 70, 80 degrees today. It's a tough driving hole. You have to drive it in order to get down in distance. You have to hug the right side so it kicks left for you. You can't go left or it might go into the water. So once again, you get to the same distances. You can see there's a big tree, an oak blocking the way. So the flag is on the left there. I don't know if you can see that. So you've got an opening to the flag if you fade it. But you can also go up and over the tree. And at 140 yards, let's see what it really is. I'll try and get the flag stick here. Yeah, it's 159 yards. So what we'll do is try and get it as high as I possibly can. Well, caught the tree, dropped down short. Oh well. So because it tipped the tree, it hit a hill in front of the green, the opening, which I usually go for the openings. The hill's so severe it bounced way left. So now I left myself with a tough shot. It's not what you want to do, and this is a par 4. So it's going to take some real doing. I have to throw it way up to the right of the flag stick and hope that it rolls down. About as well as you could do. Under the circumstances, I'll be happy if it comes close. Let's see if we can make a putt again. Pretty happy with that. So we got 145 yards uphill. Beautiful. Par 3. I'm going to tee off just so you can see me, and we'll see how we do. I'm going to hit 9-iron. Right at the hole. Just drilling irons. We'll see how far. I don't know. It went a little long.
up and just keep parring, and then take opportunities when you get a par 5 and can attack. Or you got a nice short par 3, it's in your comfort zone. Go at the hole. Stay away from sand traps if you can. Play to the openings of greens. You know, do your strategy. Get in play. And when you have a putt that actually the divot was less than 10 feet to the right of the flag, but they're releasing today and not stopping, and it was just a 20-footer, but it's severe downhill. You got past the hole. So just, you know, take your medicine. Just tap it, roll it down, get the par. You know, I lagged that one to within about 2.5 feet. And just keep parring. Another par 4, beautiful hole. I'm going to take a driver and hit it basically at the flag stick. You try and stay just right of the green. You know, the wind's in our face, so I'm not going to get the green, but you know, just get it in play. Stay away from the sand trap on the left. So I achieved my goal, hit a fade. Not real long. The hole's 312 or something. So I'm probably 275, maybe a little longer than that, maybe 30 yards. Let's check it. Yeah, so it's 30 yards from the flag stick. And all you have to do now is get it up. You know, be conservative, get it near the hole, put it in. Not my best, left it off to the right. I thought it was going to break. I misread it. And, you know, we'll have a putt for birdie though. A little disappointing, but it's okay. You take it for what it is. You don't get excited. You just continue to play good, solid golf. Use my putting method. Unusual grip. Thumb goes on top. Form a triangle with that. It's not a claw. Then you just reach up underneath, because all I'm doing it is tossing it to the hole and closing this angle the same way we do in the golf swing. Just close this angle. Putting becomes more simple. Par 3. It's flags at 140. You don't want to go long on this, so I'm going to hit a pitching wedge up to the front of the green. Pulled it a little and it broke left on the green. Just left of the flag, and that's not where you want to be in this hole. So caught left of the hole. It was pin high. Divot's pin high. I'll show you when I go to fix that. But now I got to do my little chip. I'm going to do Paul Runyon and try and make it. It's just off the green.
easy, nothing spectacular. Just keep making pars, up and down. If you miss, if it rolls off, attack par 3s, and attack par 5s. Okay, so once again, par 4. Lots of choices here. You could go with an iron. You can shoot for the 100, which is just past that water up on the left. It's uphill, but yeah, you can even drive this if you hit a good drive. And today I'm feeling frisky, so we're going to go and put it in play. I shoot for the openings of the green, and this is on the left side, and then it opens up from the middle. I have a friend that kind of jokes us that I hit that right up the clown's mouth. So we'll go get it. It was right at the flag. I don't know if I'm on the green or not. This is 300 and almost 317 from where it's playing today. All just beautiful holes. I know you guys don't like to see the camera bouncing. Sorry about that. You just play, bullet cuts in a flag. That's what you do. So this is whole, because of my driving, I'm able to do stuff like this, but it's the short, little shots that count. As you can see, I'm not making the putts today, and the ball is just off. Okay, just off to the left there, but that's an excellent drive. I mean, I cut towards the hole, went up the gap I was talking about, avoided sand traps, and they're just, bullet cuts. And if you use this method, that's what you'll get, is bullet cuts. Now it's just a matter of, can I make a putt? Which has always been my struggle. And that's the whole point. Make the putts, do the chipping, get on my site. Right now there's about eight videos there. I'm gonna have 10 total. I've got to finish up some pitching and putting and learn from it. The Tai Chi alone, that video that I do on Tai Chi on how to do it, how you set up different posts, center posts, where you set up this rod from here to here. You use quickness. To be able to drive a ball like that, it just makes the game so much easier. And you don't have to hit it 300 yards. It's not about bragging about how far and this and that. I'm just telling you that if you adopt these methods, you get longer. And it's to your ability, Will you get up to these speeds? Yeah, some people do. I've had people gain 85 yards. That's not crazy. Just because they knew the proper mechanics. So let's go make my eagle putt. Didn't get the eagle, put it about 4.5 pass or something for 2 feet, and knocked it in, got the birdie. Actually pulled the birdie putt, but you know what, it went in. Next hole's a par 5. Give me a look of it here. It's long, got water on the left. You've seen it before. There's a gap through the trees. There's some power poles in the distance, and what you do is you just take it left off that second power pole on the left. You can take it in between if you're feeling frisky. The danger is not getting to the gap and it forces a layup. It's a 538 yard hole. Yep. So that's what it should be playing today. And if you can play it right, So if you can play it right, you know, get yourself in play, then decide what to do on the next shot. It's all about the second shot here. I'm going to film from behind, see if you can pick up the ball flight.
Got a little left of my target, threw a little bit, and we'll see. It's all about where this lands. If it goes in the rough, I definitely have an opening to the green.
I flip this back on so you can see it's split those tire tracks, you can see. So you split the fairway and it opens up that gap that you can see between the trees. And that's what I always want to do. I want to play these angles. I want to get the ball basically so I can attack a green. And you can see all the sand traps are either in front or water's always to the left of the greens here are in front. So if you can attack on certain angles, you do really well. So the strategies become get angles into the flag that makes some sense. Now the problem is you hit it pretty long, and I'm going to measure this by laser. So I left 265, okay, 537, so it's 265 left. So you hit a good ball. Didn't quite get the distance I want. This is directly uphill. So to hit something over that water, I could take a chance and hit a 5-wood, but I'll never make the green, and then you're in danger of water that passes in front. And then your other choice is to bump it right down the middle. You know, so 265, pushing it uphill, you'd have to be hitting a 3-wood, 285, 290 to reach it. Well, that's not going to happen. You know, it's not even realistic, even with the wind behind you. So you just didn't get into the attack zone. So the trick is, okay, well then we'll lay up, we'll hit a little pitching wedge, stay in the center, get it to where I can attack. The flag is way back. That's the other thing. And we'll go for a birdie that way. How you draw it up. Don't be a hero, you know, play for angles. Give yourself the best chance to score. You screw up, get out of trouble. Don't aim at trees, aim at gaps. If you have to go around a tree, double the distance to go around that tree. You know, learn to hit irons like this with this method. See how straight that flew? And you're never going to be in trouble that way. I didn't hit the pitching wedge hard, you know. It's just the fairway's going to roll down these hills, and now, you know, you're at 100 yards. To the flag, it's a little further. I'm going to measure it. It's 111 yards, which means that you hit a 150-yard pitching wedge, but it rolled. You know, it's because of the hill, so maybe I put it 145. It's nothing spectacular. It's not about that distance. It's about getting to the 100 and being right in the middle of the fairway. 111-yard pitching wedge, but it's severely uphill. So you swing short and fast, spin it, and I stop probably right by the hole. Let's go check it out. So let's finish it up. Got a birdie putt to finish. It checked up pretty quick. Divot was right in front of the ball where it is there. I'll repair that to show you, and then I'm gonna make that putt. The senior moment helps if you take a putter. How many times have we done that? So get down to the end, you keep grinding. Never give up. When the putts aren't dropping, you just keep at it. And eventually, they do that, they go in. So I ended up 2 under. You know, this is a par 35. You know, it's not real long. I played it today at 3,100. So it's not the longest course, but it's great practice. You might not get an appreciation for how hilly it is because it's very up and down. And it's a beautiful course. It's in nice condition. Greens were a little slow today. Could I do better on it? I'm happy. I mean, you know, it gives you a lot of par 3s, but that's great practice because that's what you want to attack. It's got 2 really tough par 4s and that are just ridiculous. And then it's got 2 par 5s that are very playable, but also very hard. Water, you know, sand. I stay away from sand, although I'm good at sand. That's not my choice I want to be in. I play for the openings of greens. Get in angles. Get to the side of the fairway so that I can get that opening in the greens that is on almost every green to get in. If there's traps that are surrounding the green, that's a different story. I might push to get closer so that I can fly over them. But as you can see with the methods we have, you know, with that short movement, irons are very, very accurate. You're just doing a short movement like this, just boom, and it's straight. So you can play and score, and it's just a wonderful method. It's a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about, is enjoying with friends, whatever, and it's been fun, and I enjoy this. I enjoy a place like this. You know, it's quiet, you got the birds. You know, the worst thing is I got the lawnmower guys following me the whole time because I get off a little early. But that's okay. They don't mind. Pretty considerate when you film it, so everything's good. And check out my sites. I'm telling you, it's well worth a small amount of money. We've got a fair amount of followers right now, but let's build it up a little bit. It helps support me. I teach golf for a living, and hopefully I've given you something that got you better. Learn how to play golf and have fun. Most of all, enjoy it. I know I do.